Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're taking a massive database of recipes and turning the whole shebang into an exclusive, multi-course tasting menu. Why? To show you how one single, honestly kind of humble vegetable can literally do it all. We're going to transform your summer harvest into a culinary masterpiece. It's going to be really fun, it's incredibly easy to learn, and I can almost guarantee you're going to be hungry by the end of this.
So, 21. That is exactly how many wildly different ways we found to use this often underestimated summer vegetable in our source material. We are talking about everything from delicate little appetizers all the way to rich, decadent desserts, all using the exact same ingredient. Crazy, right?
To make this super easy to digest, pun intended, we've organized everything into a classic 5-course tasting menu. We'll meet the versatile zucchini, move on to starters and snacks, explore the art of stuffing, dig into some hearty mains, and then finish up with surprising sweets and breads.
Okay, course 1. Meet the versatile zucchini, our culinary superhero.
Now, I want you to just forget everything you know about boiling squash into some mushy, uninspired side dish. By definition, zucchini is a covert culinary shapeshifter. Whether you're baking it into a sweet pie with lime juice, cinnamon, and nutmeg, or tossing it into a savory lamb stir-fry with scallions, ginger, and a garlic chili sauce, this thing adapts to absolutely anything you throw at it. Moving right along to course 2, simple starters and snacks. These are just brilliant little bites. This is where we really get to showcase its crisp texture and that amazing ability to absorb complex flavors. The key here is variety. You can pan-fry shredded zucchini into delicious Parmesan latkes using a bit of peanut oil and a splash of lime juice. Or roast it on French bread with provolone and white wine for a quick crostini. You could even serve it up as a fresh grilled salad with marinated bocconcini and prosciutto. Oh, or my absolute favorite, gently frying the delicate blossoms, dusting them in flour, and stuffing them with a rich ratatouille or roasted eggplant and Charleston stone grits. I mean, the versatility is just off the charts. But before we get too carried away, let's nail down a foundational kitchen technique. If you want to make cooking with zucchini incredibly easy, just memorize these 3 steps. Because whether you're making those latkes or prepping for breads and cakes, excess water is your absolute worst enemy. So you coarsely shred the zucchini, let it sit in a colander for 15 minutes, and then, this is the crucial part, squeeze it completely dry. Getting rid of that extra moisture is the secret to making sure your dish doesn't end up soggy. All right, course number 3, the art of stuffing. Basically, edible boats. I love to call this the stuffing matrix. Once you have a zucchini lengthwise and scoop out the middle to leave a 1/4-inch shell, you've essentially got the perfect edible serving dish. And the wildly different flavor profiles you can pack into it, fantastic. You could go with a Middle Eastern vibe, ground lamb, pine nuts, mint, maybe a drizzle of yogurt sauce, or keep it classic comfort food with mild Italian sausage, sweet corn, and cheddar. You can even take it over to the UK with a shepherd's pie style using lamb, coriander, white wine, and capping it off with mashed potatoes and breadcrumbs. Now let's look at a specific Italian technique called zucchini ripieni, which honestly takes stuffing to a whole new level. Instead of flat boats, we're building delicious little towers. You cut the zucchini into cylinders, core them out, and stuff them with a super rich mix of cooked chicken breast, ricotta, Parmesan, and diced mortadella. You actually seal the top and bottom with breadcrumbs and bake them standing straight up, surrounded by an incredible tomato, celery, and carrot base. It's totally a show-stopping dish, but surprisingly fun and easy to pull off. Which brings us to course 4, hearty zucchini main courses, where our star ingredient takes center stage. Here's where our shapeshifter really proves it's way more than just a light starter. It has this incredible ability to add healthy bulk to literally any meal. It perfectly rounds out a hearty bowl of ziti pasta with sweet Italian sausage and plum tomatoes. It pairs beautifully in a hot skillet with pork chops and a dash of paprika. It serves as this incredibly moist base for a baked salmon loaf with a yogurt Dijon sauce. And it even bakes up wonderfully into a traditional torta di zucchini alla genovese, which is a savory pastry tart packed with arborio rice, eggs, and Parmigiano Reggiano. Just look at how differently you can use it. On one hand, you could whip up a piquant cod dish, using the zucchini as an elegant, charred bed for delicate fish, olives, and anchovies. But on the exact opposite end of the spectrum, zucchini pizza, you just sauté it in some white wine and thyme and layer it with Swiss and Parmesan cheeses right on top of a rustic, homemade pizza crust. 2 completely different vibes, totally united by one green vegetable. Well, I've been teasing this since the very beginning, and I know exactly what you're thinking right now. You're sitting there thinking, okay, I get it. Zucchini is great for a savory dinner. But dessert? Come on. Can a green vegetable really make the perfect chocolate cake? Welcome to course number 5, surprising sweets and breads. Get ready for some mind-bending magic. This is our final course, and it's where the shapeshifter performs its most covert trick yet. Honestly, the sheer abundance of baking options is staggering. We've got summer zucchini bread packed with walnuts, sweet potato zucchini bread spiced up with cinnamon. There are even basil zucchini muffins that make the perfect base for little radish sandwiches. Or how about a ridiculously moist cinnamon swirl cake loaded with dates and Granny Smith apples? So why does this actually work? Because all that grated zucchini adds unparalleled moisture to the batter without altering the sweet flavor of the baked goods at all. The ultimate proof of this has to be the Times-Picayune chocolate zucchini cake. Listen to this. A full 2 cups of a grated green vegetable completely vanishes into a decadent cocoa-rich batter with sour milk, vanilla, and chocolate chips. It just disappears. It is literally the absolute perfect way to trick picky eaters into eating their vegetables for dessert. To quote our sources, zucchini acts as the perfect canvas, absorbing rich flavors while providing incredible, undetectable moisture. And that really hits the nail on the head. Whether you're an adventurous foodie trying to pull off an Italian zucchini ripieni, a busy parent sneaking veggies into dessert, or just a gardener trying to use up a massive summer harvest, this explainer proves that a little culinary technique changes everything. It's fun, it's creative, and it's so much easier to learn than you might think. Which brings us to the end and leaves me with a question for you. The next time you're staring down a massive pile of summer squash at the farmer's market or in your own backyard, will you just see a simple, boring vegetable, or are you going to see a spectacular 5-course feast just waiting to happen? Thank you so much for joining me for this insanely fun little culinary masterclass. I hope this structured look at a humble ingredient sparked your curiosity today. Keep experimenting, have a blast in the kitchen, and we'll see you in the next explainer.